Hello students, today we are going to learn in more detail about fractions. Now here we have some examples of fractions which we call equivalent fractions. What equivalent fractions actually are, let's see for that. So they have different numerator, different denominator, but they have same value or amount. For example, let's say here, we have two different diagrams here, for which we can say that the first one is already written that one part is colored out of two. So its fraction becomes 1/2. For the second one here, we have four parts colored out of eight equal parts. These both seems to be different, but they are actually not. See, when you calculate or simplify that 4 divided by 8, you will definitely get 0.5. That's the same for 1/2. So here we can find that they have equal value, or you can say the equal amount they share. So that's why they are called as equivalent fraction. Can you find it here? They have the same value. Both got 0.5, 0.5. So that's how we call them equivalent fraction. Let's go in detail and learn one few more examples. Here again we have some. You can find the first figure. One part is colored out of two equal parts. So that's why we have written 1/2. In the next figure, we have three equal parts colored out of six equal parts. They initially seems to be different, but are they actually different? So the answer is no. They are equivalent. How they are equivalent? It is again very simple. When you simplify them, you will again get, for this 3 by 6, you will again get 1/2. If you want me to do it, it's like this. See, 3 times 1 will let you get 3. Now, when you cut 6 with the same, what you will get? In the table of 3, how many times you get 6? It's for 2. So 2 times 3, you will get 6. So that's how you get. Again, you got 1 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator, which is equivalent to the initial figure. That's why we have written there as 1 by 2 is equivalent to 3 by 6. Again, it means they share the same value. That's why we have written equivalent fractions. Now students, let me show you more trick so that you will identify equivalent fractions in a much better manner. For that, here we have something for you. In this, you can easily find that 3/4 is converted to 15 upon 20 by simply multiplying with 5 in the numerator as well as 5 in the denominator. Here, both numerator and denominator are multiplied with same numbers. That's why the whatever number they get, it's like equivalent to them. When you simplify 15 by 20, you will again get 3/4. That's how we again written one more example. Here, 4/5 is equivalent to 16 upon 20. That's how we got that. It's again simple. We multiply it with 4 in numerator and with 4 in the denominator as well. Here we have a few more examples like that. See, the only condition you should remember is always multiply in numerator and denominator with the same number. Here we have few examples. Initially what we did, we multiplied with 2 in numerator, 2 in the denominator. Can you find it here? Then what we did, we multiplied with 3 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator, something like this. And at the end, even we checked with 10 on 10. Let's check with 10 on 10. What we get? When you multiply 10 with numerator, 10 with denominator, we got 60 out of 120, which is equivalent to 1/2. See, if you divide this 60 with 120, what you will get? You will again get, see, let me cut it. Let's say 60 and 20, when I cut it, what I'll get? It is again simple. I'll get as 1 here in the numerator, 2 here in the denominator. That's why it is written equivalent fraction, and that's why we call them as equivalent fractions. Now, kids, let's go ahead and learn with a few more examples very quickly. See, here we have 3 different figures, out of which some parts are colored from the equivalent figures. Let's see how they're written. They got their respective fractions written in front of them. The first figure has one part colored out of three equal parts. Second got 2 out of 6. The third got 4 out of 12. But you know what? Let's check. Are they equivalent or not? For that, what we do? We initially subtract them. We simplify them. When we'll simplify this 2 with 6, what we'll get? Yeah, 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 3 is 6. So again we'll got 1 by 3 for the second one also. For the first one it was already 1/3. Let's check with the next one. When we do the same thing with 4 by 12, what we'll get? Let's subtract them. Let's divide them basically. What we'll get? 4 times 1 is 4. And here we will get again 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So that's how we got again 1 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. It means that all three figures are equivalent. It is clearly seen that figures are equivalent. But are the numbers? Yes, they are, because we have simplified them and we got 1 by 3 for each of them. So that's how we can check whether the numbers are equivalent or not. Now, kids, for ending, let us quickly learn about unequal fractions. And it's very simple. For unequal fractions, it is very simple to get. They have different value or different amount. For example, let's say here, in the first figure, we have 3 colored out of 8. So we return the fraction as 3 by 8. In the next one, we got 3 colored out of 4. So even the numerators are same, the denominators are different and the fractions are different. Here, can you find, do you have here 8 in the denominator for both the figures? It means the denominators are same, but here again, the numerators are different. In the first one, we got only 3 colored out of 8, so the fraction became 3 by 8. In the second one, similarly, we got 7 out of 8, so the fraction became 7 by 8. In spite of having same denominator, it is like a different fractions. So both the examples are for unequal fractions. In spite of having equal numerator or equal denominator, it is not necessary that the figures or the fractions will be equivalent. The amount, the value has to be same. So hope you all have understood. Thank you.